Okay, so here we go. I'll still have to get one of those. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do an example where a is not 1 on completing the square. So here's the deal. Whenever you're completing the square, if you look at our y equals a, parenthesis, x minus h, quantity square, plus k. This is the vertex form of a parabola, which is what we're trying to do when we're completing the square. You'll notice inside the parenthesis that x here doesn't have any coefficient on it, so we've got to get rid of the coefficients. So the way we do that is to factor it out. Okay? We don't factor the whole enchilada, we just factor the parts that have the x's.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So it's going to look like this. Y equals, well, we're going to factor out a 2, so we're going to rewrite part of this. X squared, or the 2x squared, becomes x squared inside the parenthesis. Whatever sign was in here before is the sign that comes straight down. What becomes, if I factor it out of 2, what do I get from 8x?
4x.
4x. Perfect. And then over here on the side, what are we going to have?
7.
No, plus 7. Whatever it was, we're just going to keep. We're not adding anything. Did I write it down wrong?
Yeah.
Well, whatever we started with needs to be the right thing to start with. So, minus 7. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. So now what we're going to work on is completing whatever is inside this parenthesis. That's the part that we have to complete the square to.
Okay.
Nothing else outside of it matters, just what's inside.
Okay.
Okay, so let's draw our little box. Okay, so this becomes an x squared. This is x length. This is x length. What's this term? 4x. So half of 4x would be
2x.
2x. So this is 2x. This is 2x. So what does that make this length here? Makes it a 2.
4.
Makes this a 2.
Oh, and then the little box.
What's the little box? 4. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to add 4 into this inside this, right?
And then you need to subtract 4.
Exactly. So 2 parenthesis x squared plus 4x plus 4. But I don't need to subtract 4, do I? Let's look at it real careful. This is when you have to be real careful. Did I really just add 4?
No, you added 8.
Because you have to look at what you factored out. I had to add the 4 inside this parenthesis, right? But since I put it inside the parenthesis, what did I really add?
Nothing.
I really added 2 times 4, which is 8. So out here, what do I have to subtract?
8.
8. So take away 8 there. So that's the biggest difference when you're doing completing the square with a number here. Whenever you factor it out, you have to make sure when you're subtracting on the other end that you balance out your equation. So let's rewrite this as y equals 2 parenthesis x plus 2 quantity squared minus, what do we get, 15? All right, now, then tell me a little bit. How does this compare with our parent graph of y equals x squared?
It would be y equals x squared is like, it starts at, the vertex is at 0, 0. So the vertex would be...
Still goes up.
Okay, it opens up.
Yeah.
But it's skinnier.
It would be skinnier, okay, because it's going to grow faster. All right, it's going to move up much faster, okay? So this particular parabola would have a different vertex and it would grow faster. All right, so I want you to check that one on your calculator. So since it opens up, what are we going to be looking for, maximum or minimum?
Minimum.
Minimum.
All right, we can cut.